A conservancy in Kenya is home to 3 extremely rare rhinos. Now, these rhinos have been pushed to the edge of extinction by threats that we humans have made. So the question for scientists is, can the species be saved?
VOA's Gabe Joselow went to the conservancy to report on the northern white rhino and last-ditch efforts to save it. Take a look.
Meet Najin, a northern white rhino, one of only 5 left in the world. Get to know her now, the furry fringe around her ears, her squat legs, because within our lifetimes, the northern white rhino could be gone forever.
The reason that that rhinos are poached, that the populations have been so decimated in recent years, is because mostly in Asia, there's this belief that the horns have some properties, that benefit your health. But the fact is, the horns have no properties that are distinct at all from your fingernails or from your hair. It's all the same material. So conservationists like to push the point that while there is that belief that the horns have some magic properties, it's absolutely not true. So really, these rhinos are being killed for no reason at all.
This animal, they are originated in Congo, a place called Garamba, northern Congo. They were hiding themselves in a long grass. Not like southern white rhino, you can find them in open place. They like the long grass and hide themselves there. People fight against the tribalism in Congo. Start killing this animal, they couldn't have anything to eat. They use as a food.
And what about the purpose of food? Some of the villagers are also using these rhinos as a source of meat.
That's what actually pushed this particular population to the edge. These rhinos were existing in a very conflict-torn area of the Democratic Republic of Congo. So as conflict was erupting, their villagers felt like they had no choice. They hunted and ate a lot of these rhinos, almost to extinction.
We've heard that science has tried to save human beings, but how can science save a rhino from extinction?
Scientists are trying to crossbreed the species with another species, or they're going to try a process of in vitro fertilization.
The plan is to artificially impregnate a young, fertile female, or to use a southern white as a kind of surrogate mother. If that fails, then they may turn to crossbreeding to widen the gene pool.
With just 5 rhinos left in the entire world, the gene pool is already so small that, even if the one remaining male rhino was able to mate naturally, it would be tough to produce generations of new rhinos that you could repopulate Africa with. So what they're going to try to do, if all else fails, is at least try to save some of the traits that make this rhino unique and make this rhino able to survive in the habitats that it used to occupy, which stretch from Kenya all the way west to about the Central African Republic. So it's not necessarily about saving the species exactly as it is right now, but preserving some sort of image of it, or some of the things that make it unique.
What inspired you to particularly go after the story, Gabe?
What happened, I saw a report that that one of this species of rhino died in a zoo in the United States. And I'd always known that there was this population in Kenya, and I thought it was just like, to imagine that there's just 5 left of this enormous mammal. I had to do a story before they were gone forever to raise awareness.
This is Sudan. He is 41 years old.
We were standing pretty close to that animal.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I thought I would be okay just approaching these rhinos because I love animals, and I've done stories like this before. But the caretakers really let me a lot closer than I thought they would. So you get up close with these rhinos and you're filming them, and what I was trying to do is really capture their features and the things that make them unique. And then one of them would snort or move very suddenly, and at one point start walking towards me. So there were a few times where I felt like I had to get out of the way pretty quickly. But I don't think I was ever actually in danger. The caretakers who knew these animals so well. They've been working with them for many years.
Were you able to pat them?
Yeah, I could touch them. It's a pretty amazing experience. Like, just such tough skin that they have. It's really a special feeling being that close to them.
And some people swim with sharks, and Gabe was hanging out with the rhinos. Wasn't that awesome?
Amazing. Not something you get to do every day.
That is true.
Yeah.
That was VOA correspondent Gabe Joselow in Nairobi.